Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. Today's topic is carbs. So grab your favorite beverage. It's tea time with the Kung Fu Baker. I'm Norris. Thanks for joining us. So now, what are some of the things that you might have heard about carbs? Maybe make you gain weight, make you feel bloated, not great for you. I don't know, fill in the blank. Those are just a couple that I've heard so far. And as a baker, you often sometimes have that challenge to overcome when people are on, like, let's say a no carb diet, right? So the nutritionists that I've spoken to, they tell me that you need carbs. And when I think back in the day when I would hear, when I lived in LA, the marathon runners would carb up right before their race. And it makes sense because carbs give us that long-term energy source, whereas simple carbs, sugars from fruits, juices, etc., will give us that short burst of energy. And therefore, if we don't have a source for that long-term carb, right, that big energy source to fill up our system, the way I explain it to my son is, honey, if you eat an apple and it takes you $1 to digest, and it gives you $4 of energy, now you got $3 in your energy savings account to use. Awesome. However, if you eat that complex carb that has been processed highly, and we're talking the snacks, even pizza night sometimes if we go out. That's why I like to make my own, and why I feature par-baked pizza crust to my customers so they can actually get a real product, real food at their dinner table. That stuff has so many preservatives, chemical cocktails. You know, it reminds me of what my Kung Fu instructor told us, and says, hey, if you're looking for health, count chemicals, not calories, folks. And it's true. I've noticed a huge change in my own life, my wife, and even how our kids actually act. I notice if they are eating a lot of processed foods, which we don't give them much, so it doesn't take much to set them off, I've noticed a big change on how they behave. So I don't know if that's linked. Maybe you know, and maybe you can chime in and contact me. And therefore, going back to our topic of what's the deal with carbs? Okay, so if we need them for that long-term energy source, right? Because everyone's busy, everyone's moving. I mean, I'm filming as I'm driving, making deliveries with a baby sleeping in the back, hopefully. I'm not sure if I woke her up. It is what it is. And therefore, we need that source of energy, because if we don't get it, then guess what? We get those cravings. Oh, ooh, donut, candy, what have you. And now we're not feeling great about the decisions that we're making. Therefore, if we're not feeling good about us, that's a rough way to live, right? Because that chips away at us. And if we're looking to connect to that greatness and be that greatness, then we gotta feel great. So watch what you eat, not necessarily on the nutritional label side, but yes, that is important. But also, as my Kung Fu instructor says, count chemicals, not calories, and you'll get further in life. So if you're looking for that source of a good carb, what are our choices? Well, we got the veggie side, right? Potato, I guess carrot. What else do we plant in the garden? Squashes, right? And if you can get it growing in your yard, kudos to you. When we lived in a condo, I did a whole bunch of gardening on my patio in pots. Learned a lot. On my YouTube channel, I've been posting things not only about baking, but also recipes and also gardening. So as I expand in there, or if you want to see certain topics, let me know, and we'll cover them and we'll grow together. And therefore, what other carbs? So now we have grains, right? But grains are typically difficult to digest, which I love sourdough because that probiotic, that sourdough starter, goes to break down those grains. It uses its enzymes, its energy, its abilities to break down and make it easier for us to digest, easier for us to absorb. Therefore, where something might cost us $5 to digest, being fermented, now it only costs maybe $2. And now you get that added bonus of a probiotic, right? So look for quality carbs, not empty carbs. And that's the tip of the day. Be great, live your passion, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.